Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel, I show you how my family is using the zero-based budgeting method in order to get out of debt and simplify our financial life. If that sounds like content that you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join our little crew here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. Well, hello everyone. Happy Friday. Congratulations on making it through the week and to the weekend. I actually have the weekend off, so I'm really excited about that. We have been wanting to go to this little farm market by our house for quite some time now, and we are finally going to get a chance to do that tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you guys, by the way, so much for your lovely comments on my charcuterie video that I posted on Wednesday. I'm so glad to see that you guys enjoyed it, first of all. And second of all, that you're finding, because of my video, that charcuterie boards are not as intimidating as maybe you originally thought. That for me was the biggest payoff, I guess, of making that video and seeing your comments in them. So that's fantastic. Anyways, we're just gonna jump right into today's video. Today is my weekly check-in. So this is when, if you are new to my channel, first of all, hi and welcome. But we go ahead and do this weekly check-in once a week so that we can track all of our non-cash purchases throughout the week and pay that money back to the bank. So obviously with cash stuffing and cash pulling, you're filling up your binders, you're filling up your categories with cash. And so if you spend not cash, you have to pay that money back to the bank or you're going to overdraw your account. And so that's what this process is. And I do this with you guys every single week. And it's also really fun because it's a little bit more of an in-depth view on what I spend and how I spend. And especially as we come into the Christmas season, it's just super fun and encouraging to have the money that you've budgeted there for you when you want to spend it. So anyways, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and grab my little binder here. This binder is from Jumping Fox Designs. They are a small female-owned business based out of California. And I love this binder. It's fantastic. I'll go ahead and leave it linked below for you guys so that you can check them out. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just really loved the binder because I love a good linen. Oh goodness. Okay. So I have lots of stuff in here. The planner itself though is available in my Etsy shop. So I have this, the printable version is broken down into a couple different purchasing options just so you can kind of pick up the budget planner a la carte, so to speak, and use the categories that you want. I also have an annual undated digital budget planner that can be used in notes apps and things like that. My Etsy shop is always linked below. And we're just gonna go ahead and pop into November, and I'm gonna go back to, and hopefully not knock my coffee over, I'm gonna go back to my expense tracker for this week and just kind of pull it out because it's easier if I'm not in the binder with you guys and I just have one sheet to look at here. And then let me see, let me just grab out, because I don't know if I have anything that doesn't have, oh, the month does not have anything on the back of it. That way you guys are not staring at like an entire sheet of my scribbly handwriting. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit closer just so that you can actually see what I'm talking about, and we will go over this week's expenses. Okay, I switched to the locations of my coffee and my candle so that, well, I always just think the ambiance of a candle is nice in my videos anyway. I might move my coffee though, because, you know, I actually want to be able to reach my coffee so that I can drink it. So just going to kind of be in the corner there. Anyways, hello. Hi, welcome back to, you know, a weekly check-in where I ramble incessantly about the purchases that I made for the last week. You guys really seem to enjoy that, and frankly, I do too. So these are some of my favorite videos to make just because it feels like a catch up. We've talked about this before. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. The first purchase from the last week of expenses that we've tracked was on the 9th. Well, it hit our bank account on the 9th. And it was at Chick-fil-A, and it came from the dine out category, and it was $18.39, and I'm going to be returning $18 to the bank. Now, first, I'm going to explain the purchase. Second, I'm going to explain the return to the bank amount, because I actually just had another question in a recent weekly check-in asking about the virtual coin jar and all of that sort of stuff, so I want to get into that. But this was actually a crazy night. So I was sort of volunteered as the decorator of the Christmas decorations decorator at work. And we had this night I'm trying to think, it was a Thursday night or something like that, where after hours we went in and we were like decorating my work space. And my daughter came with me, and the night ended up running long, and the people who provided food for this decorating did, like, funnily enough, like a bunch of charcuterie items. And while my daughter is not charcuterie averse, she just doesn't fill up on that kind of stuff. And so I took her to Chick-fil-A afterward, and I was frankly kind of hungry myself. So I picked up a little something, which I almost never do, but it was good. I always get their chicken Cobb salad, but I get it with the grilled chicken instead of the like chicken nugget chicken. And it's just so delicious to me. And I always get the avocado lime ranch. So you guys are going to have to let me know if you've tried that before and if you like it too, because it's like my favorite thing to get from Chick-fil-A. I mean, you know, besides their waffle fries, which I'm pretty sure are laced with crack cocaine because those things are addictive. So I just have to pretend like they don't exist, because potatoes are one of the worst inflammatory foods. And so whenever I eat them, I always really, really hurt the next day. So anyways, moving on to the actual expense here. So the expense was $18.39. We are returning $18 to the bank because our coin jar is kind of flush right now. So let me just try to offer a rudimentary explanation for our virtual coin jar. Whenever we spend an amount of money via debit, we don't have change in our cash envelopes, so we return whole dollar amounts to the bank. Well, the change difference accumulates. So in the event of something like that happening, actually typically we would, if it was $18.39, I round up to the next dollar and I return $19 to the bank. And so the difference, I can't do that math off the top of my head. I think it's like 61 cents. So my husband tracks the 61 cents in a separate category of his Excel spreadsheet so that he knows how much money we have in this like virtual coin jar, the extra change that we accumulate over time. And then every now and then we'll have an expense like this where if it's 39 cents, he'll just say, just return $18 to the bank, and I'll pull 39 cents from the coin jar. So he then subtracts the 39 cents from that cell in the spreadsheet so that he knows we spent from that category. So it kind of just serves as like a buffer in our account, or like a miscellaneous expense kind of category. And this is something that we deal with every single week, because every single week we have debit purchases that we're returning money back to the bank. So I hope that clears that up. I cannot remember your name, but I did see your comment and I'm pretty sure I answered it. But just to offer up an explanation for somebody who might be new to my channel and just kind of watching this video, that's how that happens. And like I said, usually I round up to the next dollar so that change can continue to accumulate. But my husband was like, just return 18 and we'll pull 39 cents. So that's how we're handling that. Next up, this was like a fun Christmas purchase, and it's going to be a little mini Veda story. So my husband and I have one of those like portable Bose Bluetooth speakers. And we love, love, love that thing. So we have, I'll see if I can find, I'll link the exact one that we have below. It's got a handle on the top of it. I love it because we've taken it to the beach. I can move it all around my house whenever I'm like cleaning and things like that, which I really love, because I'm like whenever I'm cleaning, especially, listening to music really helps get me through. The only cleaning task that I actually enjoy is vacuuming. And I don't even vacuum on a regular basis. We have a robot vacuum. And so then I just, I run that every day. And then obviously like I go through and I vacuum and mop my house and stuff like that, because we have like hardwood floors or whatever. And so, well, they're not real hardwood. They're called like luxury vinyl, which is hilarious to me. Anyway, don't even get me started on that. But you didn't think that one little expense could send me on this rabbit trail. But here we find ourselves. I mean, this is classic beta. Anyway, the Bluetooth speaker met an untimely death toward the end of the summer, actually. So we had taken it to the beach and we left it in the beach bag. And then I guess there was still like water in our cooler, and we were moving the beach bag and the cooler lid was open. We didn't realize there was water in it. Somebody moved the beach bag into the cooler to just like get it out of the way for a second. And we're still not sure if it was myself or my husband or maybe even one of the kids, but the Bose radio was inside the beach bag, and the beach bag is not like waterproof. And so it went down into the water, and the Bose radio was just sitting in the water for days before any of us realized that there was still water in it and all that sort of thing. So we tried everything to dry this thing out. We like did the whole rice thing, like all of it. And it was dead, which was so, so sad to me because, again, I am such a music person. Like, I love listening to music all the time, but obviously, especially this time of year, like I have my Christmas music going all the time. So we were, we made the decision to replace it with our Christmas money for each other. So for my husband and I, so but we would take some of our Christmas money from each of our personal budgets and then use it to replace this speaker. But we have been waiting for like a sale or something because Bose sound things are pricey. Rightly so. Bose is excellent quality speakers. If you've never listened to them before, I love Bose. And so we've just been kind of waiting for a sale. We were going to wait till Black Friday or whatever. So my husband ended up seeing a sale on this website called like Shop My Exchange. And so that's what we did. So we ended up getting, I think it's either like a $250 or $300 speaker that we got, and we got it for $199. So that is my very ridiculously long story for this expense. And so, I have a line drawn through here though, because actually at this point, we don't have that much money in our Christmas, like our physical envelope here. And so I am going to pull whatever is left in there and return it to the bank, but it's not going to be $199. Like I know that we don't have $199 in there. So, but that's the explanation of that purchase, the very long explanation of that purchase. But it is me. So everything's a long explanation. Next up, this is just going to be so funny. So on the 12th, an expense hit our account. And fortunately, my husband is the one who tracks this kind of stuff because this was actually for me for Christmas. And so he wouldn't tell me the name of the store. So I just put secret here. It's coming from the Christmas category. It was $108.25. And again, I have a line drawn through here. I put 56 because at the time that's what we had in the Christmas envelope. But I just drew a line through here because again, we only have so much in the Christmas envelope. I will be returning it all, but we just wanted to, make sure that we tracked this expense and at least paid back whatever is in the envelope. Next up, it hit on the 12th. We had a pizza night because your girl did not feel like cooking. So my schedule at work has been kind of crazy lately. And in fact, actually, the day that I'm filming this, I have an event at work in the evening. So I'll be working until like 9:30, from 3 to 9:30. But anyways, that's a whole other thing, you guys. But I'm usually, I mean, you guys know, you've been around my channel. If you've been around my channel for long enough at this point, you know that we're not really people, we don't really eat out a lot. We do have a small dine out envelope that we pull from every now and then. And this was just one of those times where I was like, I do not feel like cooking. It was a long work day. And so we caved and we got some pizza. And so the expense was $36.26. I'm going to be returning $36 to the bank because this 26 cents we just pulled from our virtual coin jar. So that's how that works. Next up, we realized, oh shoot, we're out of trash bags. And so my husband ran up to the 7-Eleven that's in the front of our neighborhood and grabbed the worst trash bags of all time. I mean, you can't know, right? Like, he just grabbed what was on the shelf. They were $4.32. It's coming from Household. I'm returning $5 to the bank. And they are now our backup trash bags because I've since actually bought good ones. And I mean, they like rip and tear so easily, it's ridiculous. So we're keeping them as like our emergency trash bags if something like that happens again. But trash is not my ministry. And so I didn't realize that we were so low on trash bags. I'm sure somebody mentioned it to me in passing, but I didn't know when I went grocery shopping that week to replace them. So that's why that happened. Next up, this is like a fun one. So on the 14th, my husband was like, hey, hi, I need underwear. And I was like, oh, okay. So American Eagle was having a sale on like their boxer briefs. But let me tell you guys, first of all, I'm realizing now that I just outed my husband as a boxer briefs, but he's a boxer briefs if you cared. But they were wanting to charge, like we got, there was like a 5-pack or something and it was on sale. And because we didn't meet their like minimum payment threshold for free shipping, the shipping was $7.95. And that just irritated me to no end. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to work this out. So I ended up finding something. I'm not going, because my husband watches my channel. So I found something for him for Christmas from the store also. And I ended up also picking up a pair of khaki pants for my son because he had enough jeans, but I was like, everybody needs a pair of khaki pants, right? So they were on sale and I picked him up a pair too. So we've broken this down into 2 different categories. The thing that I got for my husband for Christmas was $15. And then the clothes, so my husband's underwear and my son's khakis were $43.93. I'm going to be returning $44 to the bank from the clothes envelope. And like I've mentioned before, whatever is left in the Christmas envelope is going to get returned to the bank. But this is just a Christmas week. So on the 14th from the Gap, we do this. You guys will have to let me know. So when I was growing up, my parents on Christmas Eve would give us new Christmas jammies every year. I'm calling them jammies like I'm 6. Christmas pajamas every year on Christmas Eve. That would be like our little Christmas Eve gift that we would open up together. And I have a sister and then I have 3 brothers. And my mom would always get like the boys to match and then my sister and I to match. And actually, her finding pajamas for my sister and I to match was actually kind of an amazing feat because my sister is 6 years younger than me and she is a normal heighted person. Like she's 5'4". I'm 6 years older than her and I'm 5'10". And so I've always grown quickly. And my sister is just like average height, average size. And so the fact that my mom was able to find matching pajamas for 2 little girls who are 6 years apart from each other, who have such height differences, was kind of impressive. So hats off to my mom to always doing the due diligence and figuring that out and finding matching Christmas jammies. But this is a story day, you guys. So I do the same thing for my kids. We do matching Christmas jammies for my kids. And then I always, like my little, hallmark for it is I also add new slippers for them every year, because I always feel like when you have hardwood floors or something resembling hardwood floors, especially in the wintertime, your little feet get cold. So I always buy them slippers, and they need new ones every year because they're giants and they grow really quickly. And so their feet grow really quickly. And so that's like something that I add to it. And so, Gap was having a good sale, and through the Rakuten app, which I must never mention on my channel here, but I use Rakuten. I always try to shop through them so that you can get cash back on every purchase. If you're interested in it, my referral link for Rakuten is down below. I love it, especially this time of year. Like they're always running really good sales where, like this day was 11% cash back, plus Gap was having a sale. And then I had like another coupon code from them. So it just worked out really, really well, to purchase their Christmas jammies this day. So I ended up getting my sons and daughters Christmas pajamas, my daughter's slippers from here. I still have to look for some for my son. And then a little something for my husband and I. And yes, I bought something for myself. Like when we were breaking down this purchase, he's like, wait, you bought something for you? And I'm like, yeah, but I can't tell you what it is or it's going to ruin the whole surprise. So, we just did this little breakdown. So this is, what it costs for my husband's. This is what it cost for mine. This is what it cost for my son. And this is what it cost for my daughter. So he's tracking what we spend on each person I swear, I'm struggling today. He is tracking in his spreadsheet. He has another, like a little side Christmas gift or Christmas budget spreadsheet so that we can track what we're spending for each person so that we don't go over budget. Because, that's bad. So that's why I have this breakdown here. Usually I break this down if one purchase has multiple categories, kind of like this American Eagle one where part of it was Christmas and part of it was clothes. But I just wanted to be able to write this out so that I could tell him what the expense was for each person. So that's why I have that broken down like that. But it's all coming from Christmas, $134.52. And again, like up here, I'm just returning to the bank whatever is in the Christmas envelope at this point. Next up, oh my gosh, guys, I had to go grocery shopping at a weird time this week than I usually do, and completely forgot to grab my cash on the way out the door. Usually I'm really good about only taking our cash grocery shopping because it's like one of those things where I'm more likely to stay in budget. If I have the cash there with me and I'm like watching it leave my hands. That's just good psychology for spending and budgeting anyway, but that's what happened. So I left my cash here and I ended up having to just use my debit card, but it's all good. So on the 14th at Trader Joe's, I spent $309.97. So we're going to be returning $310 to the bank. And then same day at Whole Foods, I spent $61.19. So I'm going to be returning $62 to the bank. And then last up, my daughter had an eye doctor appointment. And so we have a copay, of course. But then also we had to pay for this additional test for her eyes as well. And so that's why the entire thing came out to $89. And so I will be returning $89 to the bank. So that is it for this week's expenses. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys out. We're going to add it all up and then I can't speak English today. Unstuff the cash. All right, so this is going to be an adventure today because we know that we're not going to have the full amount of Christmas in here, but that's at least going to help, guide me in terms of what money I should expect to have at the end. So, it's always an adventure here at the Simple Budget. So let's just figure out what I'm supposed to have. I'm going to zoom you guys through me adding all of the monies up, and then we'll just get to unstuffing the cash. So here we go. Okay, so not counting whatever's in the Christmas envelope, we should have $564. So once I figure out what's in the Christmas envelope, I'm just gonna add that to this total, but I'm gonna jot this number down really quickly so that I have a baseline for what to expect here. So We are looking at $564. And then we will, what I'm gonna do actually is first up, because I think, yeah, the only holiday sinking fund I'm pulling from, or the only envelope within holiday sinking funds is Christmas. So let me just go back to Christmas. Yeah, I knew we had some cash in here, but here we go. So 50, 100, 25, and 26. So 126, so 564 plus 126 is 690. So that's what I should have at the end. I don't know why I just put a little dollar sign there. Oh, let me grab my cash tray. Wait, so I'm just gonna put that off to the side. I'll put the, yeah. You guys don't need to know. I'm like sitting here like talking to myself like, oh, I'll just put it here. Like you care. Anyway, actually, you know what? I might have to move this. I might have to move this. Zhuzh that. I said zhuzh the other day at work and somebody was like, I've literally never heard that word before. It made me laugh. Okay, so we are now zeroed out in our Christmas envelope. Let me just put a check mark next to all the Christmas, just so that I know that I did it here. So Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. I mean, they're all crossed out, but just in case. Okay. So now, actually, I can just move my calculator. I'm going to go into high priority sinking funds. I thought I had a business expense this week. That's why I have my business binder here, but I don't. So first up, for sure, in here, we're going to grab out our grocery money. So it's 310 plus 62. You all know I can't do that math. 372 is what I'm pulling from groceries. I almost said Christmas. So 1, 2, 3, 50. Oh my gosh. Do I have enough change here? Probably not. You know what? Let's go into a different category so that we have a little bit more change before we tackle groceries, because I don't even want to mess with that right now. Here we go. Oh, dine out. Dine out ought to be entertaining. 18 plus 36. So I'm returning 54 from dine out. Let me find out that I don't even have 54 in here. That's going to be hilarious. 20, 40, 50. What did I say? 54? Oh, okay. So 20, 40, 55. So I'll just pull one back. Oops. All right, that leaves us 6 in dine out. Oopsies. There we go. So I'm gonna just put a line through this one because I only update the balance once. And I said, what do we got? What did I say? $6 left. See, nobody's here to answer me. So hopefully that's what I said. 6. Household. Let me do that actually. Oh, wait. Do I have any other low priority sinking funds? I don't think I do. It's all high priority today. So I could have just stayed in high priority because we've got medical and household, and those things will provide change as well. So let's go to household first because it's $5, and I'm just going to pull 5 ones if I have it. How do I not have 5 ones in household? Are we serious right now? All right. That's going to be okay. We'll figure it out. I'm going to, well, and also in medical, I have, wait, where did this go? Where's my household envelope? Finance code, hold on. There it is. Oh, do you know what? I might have it in toiletries. Let me just break, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in here. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This way I have change. Oh gosh, I must grab 2 5s. I'm doing great. Yeah. Oh, and I didn't even count my balance in household. It's like I'm new. Here we go. 10, 11, 12, 13 left in household. This is like a household month where we spent a lot from it. So I have 13 left in household. Put a check next to that. Oh, clothes. I need to pull 44 from clothes. Do I have it? Okay, you know what? Okay, so I'm just gonna say 40 because I'm also returning a bunch to clothes today, actually. It's like on my errands list, but I'm still gonna put to stuff it $4 less. So let me just, where did the clothes? There we go. So I have a zero balance now, but, oh, I need to update. So it's actually 686 I should have at the end, 686. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop into my cash stuffing plan for this week. I don't even know if you guys can see this. And then close. It's supposed to be getting 40, so it's just gonna get 36. All right, but like I said, I'm actually returning a bunch of clothes today that we didn't need for my son when I did the shopping for him the last time, so it's kind of all gonna come out in the wash. I'll probably end up stuffing it more because of that, but for now, this is just, you know, you deal with the expenses as they come so you don't confuse yourself. Oh yeah, and then let me just pop into medical really quickly and grab 89. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 5. Oh, please. Okay, so wait, I don't have the ones. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. And then I will just pull a 1 back. Hopefully I have enough change, but if not, I know that I can come into some of these envelopes and get it anyway, so that's fine. So now in medical, I have 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 60, 1, 2, and 3. 63 in medical. Man, every time we get that envelope beefed up, it takes a hit. Okay, so now I need to pull 372 from grocery, but 1, 2, 3, 54. Yeah, let's see. 400 minus 372, 28. Oh, I think I can make that work. No way. That's awesome. All right, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. Look, it worked. It worked. So now in grocery, I have 20, 45, 46, 47, 48, and 49. Oh, goodness. There we go. Don't let me forget. 49, 49, 49. Because you know I'd be asking and then wondering. So I'll draw a line through this one and then put 49 here. And I think that's everything, actually. So we should have $686 here. Lord help us. We'll see how this goes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 54, 55, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 86. Oh, 686, we did it. Listen, like it was going to be touch and go there for a minute. I really did not know if that was going to turn out well. I mean, you just never know with me and math, like how these things are going to work themselves out. So I'm so happy that worked out. Anyways, oh my goodness gracious. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video, for hanging out with me while I chatted your ears off. If you enjoyed it, I would love it so much if you would just give me a thumbs up on this video. Leave me a comment down below. I am finally catching up in a reasonable way with comments. Like I'm getting there. Like I can see the forest through the trees, the light at the end of the tunnel. We're gonna make it anyways. But still leave me a comment on this video. I love you guys' comments so much. I love seeing you there. It makes me so happy. And then of course, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you did. And then I am actually just going to be back here on Monday with our third cash stuffing of November. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye, everyone.